10 years ago, we all started writing research reports and studying this thing we called talent management. We called it integrated talent management. And I remember, we just started people with jobs, VP of talent management, director of talent management. It's only been about a decade that all this has been happening. And the whole idea of it was to try to integrate HR processes with each other. Well, I think the topic of talent management is changing. We obviously need to stitch together the various parts of HR into an integrated set of practices, but now we need to focus on the people and the outcomes and the engagement and the collaboration and the leadership of people. And that's what the shift is between talent management and people management. People management is taking your job in HR and thinking about how you can directly improve engagement, retention, skills, and collaboration of your people. Not so much focused on HR programs and practices and integration and data, but directly thinking about what you can do to affect people every day at work. It's applying design thinking to HR, thinking about outcomes, not programs. Virtually every company has similar issues: sales productivity, turnover, customer service, customer retention, product quality, theft, fraud. In most cases, you have data in your company that will help you understand why those things are happening. That's what people analytics is all about, is solving those kinds of problems. As far as data is everywhere. We're capturing more data than we ever have before, and thanks to tools like parallel processing and online analytics tools, companies can now start to look at the data about their employees like they look at the data about their customers. All good companies look at their customer retention, their customer satisfaction, they do net promoter scores, they look at why customers might leave them as a client or buy from a competitor. We now need to do the same thing for our employees. Employees can be segmented into groups. We can look at high retention engagement employees versus low retention engagement employees. Why are they different? Where are employees happy or not happy? Where are they highly trained? Where are they not highly trained? And we can do the same kind of analysis now for our internal people as we can for our customers. And as most business leaders know, the happiness and satisfaction of your employees has a direct relationship with the happiness and satisfaction of your customers. And it's very hard to improve customer service if you don't improve the employee environment too. So it's all related. And so I think now more than ever, the ability to understand and use data about your people is becoming a strategic competitive advantage. And companies, even though it's only about 4 or 5% of companies are really good at this, companies that really can harness the information and data about their people and leverage it to improve their work environment are going to be way ahead of their competition in attracting people and in delivering great service and products for their customers. Well, the question you could always ask about an investment like analytics is, well, we could put that off. It's a big project. It'll take a couple years. We won't do it this year. The problem is, if you don't start, you won't get to where you want to be because it's going to take you a couple of years. And if you wait and your competition does it first, they will be selecting people out of your organization. They will be targeting recruitment towards your organization. They will be better training or hiring or developing people than you are. So it's going to become a battle of competition for people. Just like you cannot run a company without financial analytics to understand profitability and cost, you're not going to be able to run a company without understanding your people. It is important to start somewhere where you can get some results quickly in analytics, so you feel like you're making progress. And a couple of the ways you can get started quickly. First is to look at engagement and retention data. That's always interesting to business leaders. You will always find something there that you didn't know. You might find retention issues in a certain geography, in a certain manager, in a certain pay level, in a certain job role, things that you probably didn't know are happening in your organization. You can usually identify from that. And in most cases, retention data is relatively easy to get, and it's usually relatively accurate. The second area that I think is really powerful is to look at employee engagement data. Now, unfortunately, companies don't do engagement surveys enough. The engagement industry is moving from a once-a-year monolithic process to a regular pulse, continuous feedback process. But that data is really valuable in understanding workforce challenges, management problems. Those are the two projects I would recommend companies do first as they enter the analytics journey.